Okay, here's my 1956 Ford Fairlane Club Sedan. These are Fairlane models. This one, of course, has the Fairlane trim down the side. It's got the two-tone paint, of course, Goldenglow yellow, which is M code, and Colonial white, which is E code. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous interior. Cloth material, of course. It's called Random Dot. It's got the sparkly dots in it. Thunderbird engine, which was standard engine in the 55 Thunderbirds. It resides in this car, 202 horsepower with the automatic Ford-O-Matic transmission, which this one has, which is in theory an option, although a lot of Fairlanes did have the Ford-O-Matic. I did put the optional mirrors on this car. They're reproduction. They're right out of the Ford accessory catalog. They are mounted in the correct place on the door. The dog dish hubcap on it, which was stock, of course. The beauty ring is an option. It's also in the 56 Ford accessory catalog. Whitewall tires on this one, radials. They are smaller diameter. They do tend to gear the car down. And when I built it about 11-12 years ago, I did put the lower gear in, 3/8-9 gears in the rear end, which was typically a 6-cylinder ratio. So this car is geared down very nicely. It has lots of pickup from a dead stop. It has a very rare license plate frame, which is also in the 56 Ford accessory catalog. Being a Fairlane, of course, it has the dual exhaust through the bumper. That is a Fairlane item. This also has backup lights, which most Fairlanes came with, as far as I know. Let's just walk around the car. Beautiful color combination, of course. I'm on a bit of rough ground here, so we might be up and down a bit. Beautiful color. This was restored closest stock as I could get. It's got the 6-tube AM radio in it. I had several. I've had them repaired over the years. I don't know whether I would suggest anybody wasting their time on those radios, but in any event, we did. Everything was re-chromed. All the badges were new. So, beautiful Fairlane, 1956 Ford Fairlane Club Sedan. The bag is correct. It's reproduction, but they're all correct. The rad cap's correct. The radiator's correct. It was redone. And you've got a power punch battery on its way. Yeah. Correct. I do. The 12-volt sticker on the fan motor is correct. The little metal bracket on top of the fan thing is correct. The sticker on the side of the air cleaner is 100% correct, and that's supposed to be the location they go in, although you see them in many places. Of course, you got the glass bowl fuel pump.
Yeah, I had to replace that. It took me a while to find one.
Larry had one.
Yeah, Larry had one.
That sticker on top of the heater vent is correct.
The car is correct.
There's supposed to be a staple on top of that vent. You'll see there's a staple there, and it holds a cardboard sort of veins in place. I don't know why. Maybe to keep swirl down, or yeah. No, we even the metal wraps on the heater hoses are correct. Everything's correct. Rad hose correct. Got the Ford logo on. I set it back to 0. I think I put 11,000 K on it. What does it say, or miles? What does it say now? 24. Okay, so since I sold it, 11,000.
Since March, I put 1,000 on it. Bought it to drive, Chuck.
That's right.
This, when I had it, it was dead reliable. And the carburetor on these, it's the old Holley 4000 Teapot. They ran good from the factory, but nobody can rebuild them and make them run right. I had 2 of them on this car, 3 of them actually. None of them ran right. I finally gave up and put the 57 Ford manifold on with the later model Holley, the 4160 I think it is. Runs like a dream, electric choke, which sort of works like an on-off switch. It's not like a new fuel injected car. But then the distributor, the old vacuum advanced type, they're slow to wind up and slow to get going, so I replaced it with a 57 and up distributor that's half mechanical and half vacuum. And I figured out from some number somewhere that it's actually, I bought it from Lordco down here as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
A rebuild, and I'd had a 59 number on it, I found somehow. I don't know how I did it, but and then I put the Pertronix ignition in it, and man, it just runs great. And you know, random dot cloth, man oh man, what a beautiful interior. The stainless was all polished by a buddy of mine in Burnaby. He had a transmission shop, and I phoned him and said, well, I got to polish this stainless, who can do it? He says, I can do it. So I said, go ahead. So so it was all polished at one point. So yeah, what a gorgeous car.
I'm just holding it, right? I'm not doing any functions with it, or
just hold it.
Okay.
It's running.
Okay.
And the camera's pointing there. You're looking at what it's seeing.
Okay.
So have a seat. You know, we'll just cruise around here a little bit, and you just hold her, point out the window, point at the dash, point at me, point at Rob.
The only other person riding in there with you is Sandra.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On the chain there, my late wife.
Right.
You got a charm there when it's got some of her ashes. She goes everywhere with me.
We'll treat her right.
Geez, it's even got the same floor mats in. I put those in. Okay, so you're pointing out the window basically, more or less. We're in drive. Oh, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Even got white dice. Okay, big 292 Thunderbird engine in this car. 202 horsepower, 389 pounds-foot of torque. Automatic transmission. 3-speed, starts out in second gear. When you just take off, if you floor it, it takes off in first. Oh, this is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Can you get the dashboard in at full?
Absolutely.
It takes a while to swing around that thing, but beautiful. Got a can girl on the dash. Here's the old 6.2 radio.
Let's show the fellas
On the
back here.
camera. Yeah, somebody put a sticker on the back window. That's all about.
That's from Burnaby.
And oh, he's painted the steering silver. So does the dash show up on that
Yeah.
thing? That smartphone?
Yeah.
Ah, this is a dream. Look at this thing. It's all been re-chromed. New logos in the middle here. New headliners. New sun visors. And this is great. It still rides like a dream. I got new coil springs, new shock absorbers. It's got a nice firm but jiggly ride.
Oh, it's a comfortable ride, all right.
Forward, very stable on the highway. Yeah, this is fabulous.
How do you feel, Chuck?
Feel great. I love it. The steering wheel's been painted. It was black when I had it. God, this is hard to steer. Fabulous. Is that thing still on? Aside from the fuzzy dice here. Well, there's the 6-tube radio. I didn't ask him whether it still works or not. These are all the gauges. They're all new old stock gauges. Pedometer was rebuilt. Boy, that's fabulous. Boy, does that bring back memories?